used to have an Enterprise E model about yay big. No, pretty big.
Yeah, I've got a couple of D's up there.
Yeah, and I have a friend who's big into Star Trek as well, so I just donated it to his collection.
Oh, nice. That is very kind of you to feed the addiction.
The funny thing is he had an office and he gave me work for some time. And it's like, here you go. And he put it in the office. So you walk into his office and the
thing was what you would call an enabler, right? So.
And I gifted all my 4E D&D books to his daughter too.
Oh, nice.
Look, I'm getting rid of all of this. So
definitely an enabler.
Do you think your kids would appreciate it? And they're like, yes. And so.
And we are live.
Yes.
Oh, we're live. Yeah. Yes.
We are live.
Well.
And how many of those models do you have there, Jim?
There's over 180.
Oh, jeez.
Yep.
Okay. All right. That's that. We know where Jim spends his money. Okay. All right.
Awesome.
Good.
So you have the whole armada. You can play with Wolf 359.
Oh,
awesome.
Nice. All right. So this time I'm back in my office. So we have the dice cam, which is bad for you because I'm going to be rolling in the open. So quick recap. I'm not going to do a quick recap. We're just going to say that you guys are in the valley, right? In the Shadow Throne Mountains and Gem Throne Mountains, actually. And you traveled to this ranch down by the lake. And let's see if I can share a screen just to show the map.
Wait, that's different.
And is it showing? Yeah, I think it is.
Yep.
And so you started off from the city of Karn Buldar, and you are now at this nice triangle here just south of the lake, Amethyst Lake.
Right.
And that is the ranch where you were told that rancher Taggart, a dwarf, was looking for help because his ranch has been under attack from a troll, and most of the ranch hands have left. And you guys made it all the way here. And indeed, you found that his herd of cattle has been, is missing, multiple cows from multiple attacks. Helvorn followed the troll tracks, right? And so he found the creature in a cave, asleep.
Managed not to wake it up
with a bunch of bones and carcasses and stuff at the area. And so you guys are thinking that the troll is due anytime soon. The rancher has two farmhands that are there still with him, Caven and Tervis. And the rancher has just told you, I think the best thing we can do is, if it comes near, light a bonfire, right? And they made up some crude barricades and, try and dump the troll into the fire or do something of that sort because they are aware that the best way to kill a troll, the only way really, is to set it on fire. Otherwise, it regenerates. And so when we left off, you guys were preparing for an ambush, but we sort of rushed a little bit at the end. So I would like to ask you, what the plan is with the troll and.
Well, I'll reiterate what I put on the chat group. So Tromo suggests to create a choke point with the cattle bait, and then create some fire, and then create some pits to light them up at the choke point.
All right.
Laszlo appreciates that idea.
So the troll is coming from the west, right? So it has to cross the river and get to the ranch. So the plan, if I understanding you correctly, is to sort of set up the barricades facing that direction
Exactly.
and sort of funnel it into. And
Funnel
are
it
you-
into it and use so the cat use some I mean a few heads of cattle as bait,
as bait, okay,
Right.
into that
and into that
killing
choke point.
space. Yeah,
Exactly, into the kill box, let's call it, and then
right.
dig a few pits there, fill them with oil, cover them, and have them ready to set them with. Well, we have pitch, right? We said that
Think
there
it-
was pitch.
Yeah.
Yeah,
in.
yeah.
So,
Yeah.
so yeah, and I don't know if Kavork or one of the other folks have some kind of fire spell or something like that, or maybe a demon that could light the pitch on fire, or
Right.
Well, see,
If-
the thing is, Trumbo, if I summon a demon, this is a major thing. I mean, I'm not just going to summon them to. Come on, don't shake your head, Lazo.
Nope,
Listen,
not again.
It's gone.
Not
It's
again.
gone.
No,
Oh, come on.
not again.
But I mean, I mean, I'd be kind of useless to go through all that. Summon a demon, and say, "Hey, light this on fire, then go." I mean, I'm summoning a demon. It's to kill the troll.
are you?
But
are you
I don't have any
demons
fire
strong enough
spells.
to
Yeah,
face
but
to face that beast?
Yeah, I would prefer to
Can't you
not be
light a
confused
torch?
for a troll again.
Listen, every once in a while this happens. Not very often. All right, fine.
All right.
We're not gonna. I won't do that unless we get in big trouble. But no, let's just light a light torch or something like that. I don't have any fire spells. I'm not a pyromancer. I'm a necromancer.
So the rancher asks, will you build a pyre, like will you build a pyre mountain of firewood or something, or are you going to build just light some torches, or what?
I think that seems that if Kavork would not summon the demons to light the pitch of fire, it would be one of us it would be one of us' jobs to light it on fire, either with a torch or some flaming arrow.
I can do it with an arrow.
All right. And so,
Trumbull hopes your aim is true, Hellborn.
So does Hellborn. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna ask them for like a clay pot, and I'm gonna do like a fire pot to keep on my belt, like like in Lieber. Like
Mhm.
they have like the fire pots,
right, right.
so that way I can light the arrows I need, and if I need, I can throw the flames at the troll.
Okay. Okay. So I'm picturing this funnel, right? It's like an open thing
Mhm.
with like a pit dug.
It's a wedge. I mean, Eloy,
Right,
it's a wedge,
right.
right?
Right. It's a
And
wedge, so it funnels you in one direction, and at the apex there's the pit with the pitch. And where are you guys? Right, because this is like sideways, right? Imagine it, it's facing west, right? So that he comes in through the
Well,
thing.
maybe
Uh-huh.
I don't know. Okay, so the barricades that we're building,
Mhm.
I don't know if they're tall enough to cover us all, or if they're. I mean, if
They're
let's
probably
say,
wagons, right?
huh?
Yeah,
They're
there
probably
would be
wagons.
they would be like as high as, I don't know, maybe 4 or 5 feet, 4 or
Okay.
5 feet high, right?
So,
they're
so
not
two of
huge.
us could. I mean, so there could be two of us like on the sides, flanking. I mean, on the sides, right behind the barricades, while there's a couple of us that are actually at the wedge behind the pit, waiting
Okay.
for him to come through, right? So
Okay, so who are those going to be?
I'll be waiting for the creature right behind the pitch, because I'm planning on Trumbull's planning on fighting the creature hand to hand, right? Like he's gonna get in there and get dirty with his axe. So
Okay, Okay.
But I don't know if I'm gonna be the only one, but then
So
I'll be joining you, but I'm gonna stay a
Mhm.
little bit behind, because in case the troll doesn't come towards us, I might want to draw him towards us with arrows. So I want to be behind you,
okay.
a short distance.
okay. So you're
Right.
both gonna be behind the pitch pit.
Right.
Okay, okay. So it's not super deep because there's not a lot of hours left to dig it, right? So
Yeah,
it's more like a
it's like a
shallow
puddle.
thing.
It's like a puddle.
Right.
It's just to
right.
light it on fire, light the creature on fire. So
Gotcha.
we will have a flaming troll.
Gotcha.
Uh-huh.
Gotcha.
I'm going to be about
So-
90 feet away from that. Not sure why I picked the figure, but about 90 feet. Bad.
So you're straight back, right? Okay. So
So Hellborn, you're gonna shoot a flaming arrow into the pitch?
Yeah, once it's in there, I'll shoot a flaming arrow into the pitch. Yes.
Okay. Well, and then I'm pretty quick. I might be able to run in there and light it on fire with a torch.
okay.
Because I've got when I'm dashing, I've got 100 movement.
So is the plan to have like a fire going, like a fire pit behind, or you know, or are you going to light the fires when the troll arrives? This is all just to get an idea of the logistics,
Yeah.
right?
No, I think we light the fires when the troll arrives.
When the troll arrives. So
Yeah.
otherwise it's dark, is what you're
Right.
saying.
Right.
Okay. Okay. So you close the shutters on the actual
Yeah,
farmhouse.
and we don't want the troll to be able to like see everything that's happening.
Actually, you know what? What's easier for me to have as a fire source, since you said
Huh?
shutters, I'll borrow from them a lantern, a hooded lantern, and keep
Okay.
it closed
And
at
keep
my
it closed.
belt. So when I need it,
Okay.
I can just open it, light the arrow there, and I'm gonna obviously a few arrows wrap just
Some
two or three,
cloth or
some oilcloth around. Yeah, I don't plan to be doing shooting into melee, but
okay.
just
Okay.
in case I have to do it.
Okay, cool. So that means that Trumwell will be behind the pit. We got some cows in front of the pit. We got the pit and we got Trumwell on back.
Mhm.
Hellvorn is where? Off to the side?
Yeah,
somewhere?
yeah, up to the side and behind Tromwell, hiding in the shadows, maybe 40 feet, 30, 40 feet behind him. No
Okay.
further than that. I want to be able to get to his side.
Yeah, yeah. And Kervork is straight
About what?
behind,
Yeah, straight behind, about 80, 90 feet away.
80, 90 feet away from
Mhm.
Trumwell or so. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
And where is Laszlo?
So we're creating the funnel point, the kill box, right? We're doing a funnel to the kill box.
Right.
I'm gonna be. I mean, I'll be to the right, but to the side,
Okay.
kind of taking cover. I imagine, or is the farmhouse? Where's the farmhouse in relation to our choke point? Sorry.
The farmhouse is a little bit more to the north, right? Because he has the cattle. What do you call them? Like a circle.
Mhm, a
Let's
circle
say
pen.
you're a circle pen. That's it.
Little pen. Yeah.
Really, I should say
Yeah.
I'm looking for just like a spot of cover where I can dash out if need be.
Okay. Okay. So he has like a circle pen to the
Mhm.
west and one more to the east. And so most of the cows are in the east pen, right? Farther away from the troll.
Mhm.
And then the funnel is close to the western pen, right? So it's the closest to the troll. And the
Okay.
farmhouse is a bit to the north, right?
Okay.
Taggart will be, and the farm hands, they're not fighters. So they'll they got some pitchforks in hand, and I guess they'll go wherever you send them
Okay.
because they're desperate. And so you tell me where you want Taggart and the two ranch hands with their pitchforks to go.
Okay. I would say like if there's a hay house or something like that, a hay shed,
Mhm.
like off to the side of one of the pen or the west pen,
Okay.
I'll be hiding out behind there. And actually, I think it'd be good to have our extras there as well.
And actually, another thing, we're going to have the farmers build like a big bonfire
Okay.
to light. And once we start fighting the troll, they should light it. So we'll have a source of fire should we need it.
Mm.
And
Okay.
we'll see that.
And so that goes behind the
Behind
the
us,
pit and
Yeah.
behind you. Okay. So let's call it what, 30 feet behind?
Yeah, that sounds
20
good.
feet. Yeah. Okay.
30 feet's good.
Okay. Okay. So that's a good idea. And so the ranch hands will be waiting behind that uh, uh, bonfire, right? Ready to light it.
Yeah.
And Taggart will be with them. Okay. So the rest of the afternoon goes by as you make all these plans and dig this shallow pit, because that's all you really have time for, assuming that the monster shows tonight. And I think that's exactly what we rolled. And we rolled yes, that the monster is showing tonight. So what I'd like you to do right now is roll for surprise. So it's 1d6. I believe everybody's surprised on a 1, except, I don't know, the Ranger's probably not surprised on a 1, right?
Yeah,
1 or 2?
everybody's surprised on a 1 or 2. I'm
Oh,
only
okay.
surprised on a 1.
Oh, okay. So everybody's 1 and 2. And I'm going to roll for the troll. Not surprised. Excellent. 4, 5. Did Jorge roll a d6?
5.
Okay, so nobody is surprised. Okay, good. So what I'm going to use to interpret that as is that the troll follows the plan, right? Had anybody been surprised, well, that meant the troll would have gone off script, so to speak. But since nobody's surprised, including the troll, right? So he's night has fallen. Some time has passed, and then the cows start, becoming agitated. You've tied the ranch hands have hobbled them, right? So they've tied their legs together to a point to limit their freedom of movement, right? To keep them in place. Or maybe they've driven a stake to the ground and roped the cows into the stake. But they're clearly agitated now, right? And through the darkness, you can make out the shape of the troll as it approaches. And suddenly it rushes forward toward the cows. So let us do initiative. Who's going to roll initiative? Oh, I can't hear Ivan.
It's really big.
It's really big.
Oh God, it's big.
Who's going to roll initiative?
Go for it, Jorge. Roll initiative.
There we go.
1d6.
D6?
Yep. It's looking good for you.
Yes.
Yes.
Waste of a 6 though.
Yeah. So you guys first, and you see it. It's big. It's a hulking shape because it's in darkness right now, right? But it's moving straight toward the cows, right? You guys have a chance to move first. And how far is it going to be away? Let's say that you spot him at 20 yards. So he's not that, because it's so dark, right? And it seems to be stealthier than you thought. So it's about 20 yards away.
Oh boy.
So it's pretty close, right? I mean, the cow started getting agitated a while ago, but you didn't actually see it until it's almost on top of you, 20 yards away. So what is the plan? It's pitch black. You can sort of see him silhouetted against the sky, right? If you're kneeling down or crouched down, you can sort of see its silhouette, right? And it seems to be going straight for the cows.
Okay.
Oh boy.
And just be aware that in Hyperborea, it's melee, missile, magic movement.
Missile, magic movement.
Yes. So melee goes first, but nobody's in range. Missiles would go next.
I'm gonna shoot a regular arrow at it to
Okay.
get him coming our way.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm throwing my hatchet at it.
Right. And you've also got to light fires if you're going to light fires. So,
Right.
Okay.
Okay. So I got, let's see, that's 19 to 17. So I hit armor class 3.
All right. Is this a flaming arrow?
Yes, sir.
All right. So
I don't know if it does extra damage or just the regular damage I do doesn't regenerate. That might be easier for you.
yeah, it
The
probably
burn
is.
one.
That's probably easier to keep track of. Or you could roll a d6 for damage and what's the damage of the arrow? D8?
D6.
D6, and then do a d4 for fire damage.
All right.
And that way we can keep it separate. So roll both.
All right. So I did 5 with the arrow and 2 with fire. So it's taken
Excellent.
7 hits.
Excellent. So yeah, so you hear the creature howl, like as it's stuck by the arrow in the shoulder. Who goes next?
Jorge, you have
No more
anybody doing
missiles. Yeah.
Jorge's throwing an axe. And Trumwell,
Oh,
the line of the belt.
I'm gonna.
I don't know, it's 7 plus. What
Arthaco 17. So
I hit armor class 10.
No, so not good enough. The arrow, you sort of see the shape,
Wait,
but
no,
it's
no,
hard
but I
to see
do have
at
a
night.
bonus to hit though, right? Like I have.
Well, you're level 3, so you have +3 to hit. So whatever your strength is, it's thrown though. It should be dexterity, right?
dexterity bonus to hit, yeah. So, but it's not a +3. It's a tackle of 17, 19, 18, 17.
Right, but you could. Yeah, there's multiple ways of doing it. You have +3 for your level. What's your dexterity bonus?
My dexterity is 14, so
So that's like a
Yeah,
+1.
At least a +1.
Yeah, so that's +4, +7 is 11 total to hit. No, that doesn't hit.
okay. Missed.
Okay.
Yeah.
I am going to go ahead and use my sling since it's probably the quietest thing. How far away is this thing?
It's 20 yards, so it's
20. Oh,
60
that's with.
feet. Yeah,
yeah.
60 feet. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Then, so it nullifies my dex bonus. Oh,
No, that's not gonna do it.
Well,
Vork.
yeah, I guess, yeah, I'm gonna cast, and I'm gonna use the special Umbermancer magic system.
Ooh, go for it.
So I'm gonna cast Forest of Bones, which is a 2nd level spell.
All right.
So according to the special Umbermancer magic system, my target number is 10 plus double the spell number, which is 14, but I got a +5 to my roll because of my casting ability of 3 and my intelligence bonus of +2. So
Go
I
for
got to
it.
roll it. And that is, oh yes, 17. So I successfully cast Forest of Bones.
Cool.
Right,
What
and
does
now
that do?
that's actually a 40-foot diameter area of effect where, like, clutching skeletal hands start ripping out of the earth.
Oh,
Nice.
And their skeleton hands and claws grabbing and clutching all. Now, the thing is, the troll has to make a sorcery saving throw.
Mm.
However, he is a giant humanoid, I believe, so he has a
Yes.
+4 to his save.
Ooh. Ooh, that is a 2 + 4 is not enough to make the save. So what happens? to him?
And let's see, so he's held fast for the duration of the spell, which is 1 turn.
Mm,
However, he can try an extraordinary feat of strength
to free
to
himself.
to free himself. But right now, the only bad part really is, like, this is this 40-foot diameter thing. So, like, there's just
Right.
these clutching hands like everywhere now.
Nice.
But I kind of freaked out, like, ah!
Cool. So does anybody light a fire? Do you give instructions?
Like-
for-
yeah. The combat started. The combat
I'm
started.
like, got him.
Well, yeah, light up the bonfire, but we don't light up
Yeah.
the pitch until the monster's on top of it, right? So
Careful with the arms, Strongwell.
All right. So let's roll initiative for the second round.
Sorry.
Oh, geez.
Trauma roll good. Wow.
Yes, there we go again. Okay, so it takes a moment for the dwarves to light a fire, right? Or maybe they do the same thing as Hellborn did and open the shutters of of a lantern and kindle a torch and use that to set the bonfire alight, it takes a moment for that to flare up so that you can see. And so now you get a view of the troll and it's looking around on the floor, right? Realizing that it's caught. But fortunately, it is your turn.
Anybody doing melee?
Nobody's
Yeah.
doing melee because you haven't moved.
Then
Right.
this round, I'm firing 2 fire arrows at the guy.
Yeah. You have to, I'm sorry, Hardy, at the end of the previous round, did you want to move toward the troll?
Well, what I was gonna do is because I was waiting for the bonfire to get lit so I could light up my axe and then run.
Okay. Well, so this is this round then.
Okay.
But again, as we said before, it's melee, missile, magic, movement. So movement is the last part of the round. So we'll assume that you're lighting the setting the axe on fire before you go, right?
Gotcha.
So the first thing is melee. Nobody is in range of the thing, so there's no melee. And then missiles.
I'm going. Okay, so fire arrow
I'm going
number
missile.
1, armor class 4,
Yes, that hits.
2
Wow.
regular and 3 fire.
2 regular, 3 fire. All right.
And missile arrow number 2. No, that one went wide. It's not a 1, but it went wide. I hit armor class like 12.
Nice. Nice.
Okay. I'm gonna go ahead and fire my sling again.
Go for it.
Now the double attack thing is for
It's for the weapon.
It's for the
It's for the
weapon. The
weapon,
ranged weapons. A lot of the ranged weapons have this 3-2
Yeah,
attack thing.
you work on. I'll let you know about.
yeah.
Sling.
I don't think my sling does.
Sling is 1/1.
Yeah.
It's just the one.
Sorry, I'm looking at that's 15 armor class 3.
Yep, that hits.
All right. It's not gonna be much.
But every little bit counts.
4.
Nice.
4 hits. That's very nice. So that is all right. So this is what's it, a slingshot? What is it?
A
Yeah.
sling.
So you getting hit with rocks.
Mhm.
Flaming arrows are sticking on him. He's wailing and screaming. Magic, I suppose.
Well, no magic, right? Actually, I'm like, yeah. So this is okay. Well, he's not going to go in the pit now because he's stuck. So I'm gonna grab a bucket and like put it like in our little pit that we were going to have with the pitch. Like scoop up some pitch and just try to throw the bucket at him to see if I can get
Oh,
the
yeah.
light on fire.
Oh yeah, what could go wrong?
Unlit, but I'm just gonna like it's not lit, but I figure he's
I
already got
like
a fire
it.
arrow. And I take the bucket of pitch and just kind of throw it towards him.
Awesome. Awesome. So go for it.
All right,
Let's give me a
grenade-like missile. So let's see. Well, oh my god. I'm having a hell of a day here. I think I just actually hit him. Hold on for a second. That's unreal.
That would be something.
Well, listen, man. You play a necromancer or a wizard, hitting somebody is a big freaking deal. So I hit armor class 2. Holy mackerel.
wow, that's pretty good.
It's unbelievable.
How strong is Kervork?
How strong is Kervork? Kervork
Yeah.
has a strength of 12, so he's
All right, so
Higher
he's an
than
average guy. Yeah, he's
Yeah,
not
yeah.
bad. He's not a weakling. So you throw the bucket but it doesn't actually hit the troll, right? It falls short of the troll because it's
Right.
40 feet
right.
to the troll, right? But
Right.
the splash that comes out does hit the troll, so he's partially splashed with the oil.
Bloop.
It's just not actually.
And you know what? Let's roll a d4.
All right.
See if something gets in his eye.
that's not a bad
It's a 2.
idea. It's a 2. Okay, so he, part of the pitch that you just threw catches on fire, and so
From the arrow, right? That's right.
Oh
because he
yeah.
already has the flaming arrow stuck in him, right?
Nice.
So part of that.
I'm
catches
shouting at the
fire.
dwarves. Come on, help me! Throw more of this on him. He's
Okay,
stuck.
and
Just careful of the arms.
And
Careful of the bones.
So let me take a look for the. You said it had to be a strength feat.
It's an extraordinary feat of strength. First trolls are pretty damn strong. They've got to be 18s.
Yeah, that's what I'm figuring. We'll use whatever it is for 18. Let me see if I can find
Just like what,
exactly
32 or something like that?
It's 36 or 40, something like that.
Yeah, it's
strength.
Ridiculous.
Test extraordinary. So it's 32%.
32. Okay.
Ooh, we're gonna use percentile dice and everything.
Whoa,
Oh,
fancy.
very
That's-
strong troll. So he does break. It's a 0.5 on the roll. So he
Oh,
does
Nice.
break through the
oh boy.
the thing, and then he starts, running towards you. What is his movement? Movement is
So he's a light. He's a light with the fire, right? With the arrows and stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
So he may set up the pitch on the pit.
That's true. That's true. So he runs forward. It says movement 40. So I'm going to say that he manages to get out of the range of the hands, but he doesn't actually get to the pit this round. Hang on, let me check one thing. Okay, somebody, let's try Jorge. Roll 2d6.
That's my specialty, apparently. 2 and 4.
2 and 4 is a total of 6. Okay. And so, the troll is howling and screaming, and he keeps coming at you. And now we roll initiative for the next round.
Okay.
Right?
By the way, Eloy, right now I have my axe lit on fire, and I'm about to go
Rush the troll.
rush the troll, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. So because the troll moves as well, right? I think you meet him halfway. So you're now in melee range.
Okay.
Okay. So here we go.
Okay, so here's where we can do our movement.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's the last. We're out of practice, or I am out of practice. But the correct procedure is to declare actions at the beginning of the round.
Yeah,
So you
no,
should
right.
say, I'm going to light the axe on fire and run to the troll, or whatever it is. So going forward, let's do it right now because we haven't rolled initiative. So what is the plan? Declare your actions.
Okay, my plan is to go berserk on this guy and start hacking at it with my flaming axe right now.
Cool.
Okay,
Who else?
and then
And then maneuver myself so I push him closer to the pit.
Okay, so you're
actually
sort of
jumping-
going to
Because
circle
as I was
around.
running, I actually jumped over it using my leaping ability. And
Okay.
And then I'm right there with him, hacking at it. So either I push him towards the pit or something, right?
Okay. So
okay,
who
and then
else?
I'm
Laszlo. Yeah.
going to be pulling out my Morning Star
Uh-huh.
and dashing at a knee, like I'm going after something that's going to help him fall.
Cool. So have you approached the troll as well with your movement action in the previous round?
No,
No. Okay. So this is the plan now, is to rush the troll and attack it. Okay. And Hellborn. I think
I'm getting out my sword and shield and charging the troll too.
Excellent. All right. And Kervork?
Oh boy. Well, this isn't good.
You're close to the troll. So
Yeah, I'm pretty close right now. So I'm just gonna prepare to cast something like Chill Touch if I have to, if he gets that close to me. But I'm really more focusing on movement, like far away from the troll at this point. That's my. Oh boy, come on,
That's
guys!
your plan. All
That's the plan.
right. So the
Maybe I
troll
should've let me
plans
summon the
to
demons. It's gonna take me
hit-
a whole minute now.
hit
to do that.
whoever he can. So, and that being Tromwell and possibly Kervork. He might swipe at Kervork as well. So
Initiative, right?
initiative. Yeah. So roll 1d6.
5.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
That's a very 5.
High goes the runner. Oh, I mean,
What happens in a tie, Jose? I don't
Well,
remember.
it's
Is it
it's melee
simultaneous?
missile. It's melee missile magic movement.
Yeah.
But higher dex goes first. So
Oh, okay.
so if he's in melee with Jorge, and Jorge's also gonna melee, you check the troll's dex, and it's in the rule book.
Is it?
Monsters, yeah, monsters have dex.
Oh, there it is.
They
What's
got
your
that
dex?
from OD&D.
14.
Okay, so you go first.
Okay. So I
Okay,
attack
so-
him.
Go for it.
I'm raging right now, or I'm berserk. So
Right. So we're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna roll your regular damage, and then you're gonna roll an extra D4, and that's the fire damage. And just
Okay.
tell me damage with the axe, and then tell me damage with the
Okay.
fire.
so right now, so hold on, because right now since I'm raging, I have +1 for strength, +1 because I have mastery with the great axe, and then +2 because I'm raging. So I have +4.
Okay, plus
Well,
4 plus your
plus
regular
4.
3 for your level, right? Would be 7. So 7 plus what? What did you get on the D20?
I haven't rolled. 19.
Ha, that
Oh,
hits.
you got him. Yeah.
Get 'em.
So that's cuatro. So, sorry.
Okay, so how
So
much
it-
is the
7 plus that the fire damage is 4.
uh-huh?
7 with the dice and +4. So it's this
It's
plus
11.
4. That's
11.
11 and 4.
All right, so that's 15 points. Okay, so
Hold
Tell
on,
me-
but I have another attack.
okay, well, this first attack fells the troll, right? Like the troll falls to the ground.
Do you have 2 attacks per round, or is it?
Sí, porque I have mastery with the great axe.
Yeah, but if you have mastery in this game,
I think it's 3-2.
it's 3-2, and it's 1 on the first round, 2 on the
No,
second.
but right now I'm raging, so I have 2. Actually, raging, I have 5 too.
Oh, okay. All
Wow,
right,
that's
good.
pretty cool. So that
That's
means
different, yeah.
2 attacks on the first round and 3 in the second. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Right.
All right, so the first attack, tell me, like where do you hit it that the troll just collapses?
I try to cleave his head.
Right.
Cleave
Okay.
his
So
head.
axe goes in the troll's head, troll collapses to the ground. And it's scorched, and your
I keep
axe
hacking
has
at it. I
your-
keep hacking at it because I'm berserk. I'm berserk. I'm raging.
cool. So hit it again.
Laszlo's like running up to this and like ready to swing, but
So
watching.
that's +7. That's 16. I hit armor class.
Yes.
Yes.
Armor class. Yes.
Okay. So that's 8 plus 4. That's 12, and
Okay.
1 fire damage.
And 1 fire damage.
Yeah.
All right. So that is 13.
Jim, what's Laszlo's dexterity?
13.
Okay.
All right. So it's on the ground. It's not moving.
Get the pitch. Get the pitch. Get the pitch. Come on, guys.
Anybody's doing missile or magic?
Wait, is he covered in pitch right now or not?
No,
Just a
no, we're gonna-
splash. Just a splash
Okay.
from yeah.
Come on, we gotta get the pitch. Come on. Either drag him to the pitch or
So if nobody's doing missiles or magic, as I run forward, because my dex is 15, so that's what I'm coming from. When I run forward, I tell the dwarves, quick, bring buckets of pitch to pour over it. But I'm keeping to my action, which is a charge and an attack, right? Because so basically
Go for
I'm leaping there and I'm just trying to dismember it, keep hacking at it until the dwarves can bathe it in pitch. So let's see. To hit. That's 17, so that's armor class 0.
Yeah.
So I'm just rolling a d8 because I'm not ruining my sword's temper.
Okay.
But that's actually, wait, what's my damage bonus? Mi damage bonus with a sword is +2. So, but it's a troll. So actually, Eloy,
Oh, that's right.
I hit him with 2 arrows, so he's taking 6 more points from my skill.
Oh, geez.
So,
All right.
so right now I'm hitting him with 12 hits of damage.
Oh my God.
I'm basically I leave next to the I picture that Tromwell is hacking at it while it's down, right? He didn't just chop it right. So I go by him and I start hacking at its legs, right? To try and keep it dismembered.
Right. So he can't rise up. Yeah.
Come on,
Got it.
Laszlo. Come on, come on. Give me a hand. Let's
Laszlo.
douse this thing while these guys are attacking this thing to pieces. It's not gonna stay in pieces. I'm helping the dwarves grabbing the buckets.
I'm already like full tilt running at it though.
Right.
With my
Okay, well.
Morning Star.
Do it, smack it.
Okay, all right, fine.
The man, smack it.
I'll get the damn bucket.
And the dwarf should bring it. Nice.
Nice.
You guys.
That's AC 6. Yeah. Damn. Oh wait, nope. Attack mod 1. Well, no, that's my dex. Yeah,
That
no, that's my attack mod, right?
That should hit. I mean, the thing is immobile, so
Okay.
I'm gonna give it to you. And it's twitching, right? But it's not really moving or anything. It's just twitching, and you can see the head where the axe struck it. It's knitting. The
Mhm.
tissues are knitting again, right?
Nice.
But the amount of damage that you're pouring into it, you can see it shake, but it never manages. Wherever the torso sort of pulls itself up, you just smack it again, right? So the amount of damage that it's receiving is much more than it can regenerate per round. And so I think by the following round, he is doused in pitch, all the troll, basically. All the troll parts are doused, and one of the farm hands has a torch that they lit.
Tromwell has his axe. He could just light it.
Exactly. My axe is on fire. So I'm like,
All right, so you just light it on fire, and it's too much. The troll cannot keep up the damage, his regeneration. So again, it twitches and sort of rises, and one of the legs tries to reattach itself to the body, but it's no use. The whole thing catches on fire, and finally, after what seems like an eternity, just drops lifeless to the ground, with the pitch still alight, right? And it will, the farm hands keep watch over it. And Taggart says, "This is astounding. I couldn't have imagined that we could take down this." Ooh, who dropped? Jorge.
He passed out in joy at the berserk, Rachel. You got the fatigue after.
It's like, okay, I'm done. I'm
I'm imagining
Kill
a
the
That's
troll.
my thing.
I killed
pulling
the
him
troll.
away from
I'm
the
done.
flame, as he's by the
That,
belt.
Kervor, that was good magic that you used on it. That gave us a good
Yeah,
fighting.
good. That was great bad magic. Yeah.
It's not bad magic. It just happened to break free.
Well,
They still think you should have let me summon a demon.
if you look at it, who's buried here? Probably, the ancestors of these dwarves. I'm sure they were happy to help save their kinsmen.
Absolutely. Sometimes the ground gives up its dead just a little bit.
Guys, I hate to do this, but I'm getting a call from work, so I will be right back.
Go for it.
Yeesh.
Man, these Thursdays seem to be cursed lately. It's like let's go do this, and everything is like last minute. And oh my God, I wanted to rewatch the session, and I wanted to study up and everything. And it's like, oh my God, I have no time.
I don't know who's more worried, Kervork or me. Because really, I tell you what, he's not you get a little higher level, you can do some pretty cool stuff as a necromancer, but he's not really an offensive wizard. And he doesn't have any kind of range offensive stuff. Literally, you've got shocking grasp, chill touch, which involve you being right next to the troll. Which is the last place I wanted to be.
But this shows you the advantages of the tactical advantages that you can take care of. First, the troll was coming, so you weren't caught unawares. So you have fire and pitch ready. Second, it's open field. It's not a dungeon, right? So you
Yeah.
can see him from far away, even though he's at 20 yards, which is like nothing, 60 feet. He's going to cover that in one move, right? But then you win initiative and the spell delays him, right? So you manage to keep him a bit. So it's an extra round, right?
Yeah, yeah. And I mean, and things go bad. Like I don't have to run faster than him. I just have to run faster than the dwarves or a cow.
Exactly.
That was my plan. You know,
Exactly.
And yeah, that's right. And it's like the old joke from 3.0. It's like, you know, that single ranger level always helps out.
Sure helps. But yeah, and it's a massive amount of damage. I mean, it's trolls are super scary, but there's 4 of you, so
Oh, he has a power outage.
oh
Wait,
no.
Power outage?
Wait a minute, he's
No,
not in Puerto Rico. He's not
That's
allowed
right.
to have a power outage.
Where is he?
You're not allowed. The thing is that
He's in Florida. It's like
right. The thing is that because you guys in the mainland are not used to power outages, none of you has a generator at home.
exactly.
Yeah, like in my other house, I have to go to the garage and turn it on. Here, we have an automatic sensor, and it just boom goes on by itself.
Yeah, we're just so yeah.
Florida man, yeah. And Jorge fights trolls. Cromwell fights trolls like a Florida man too.
Well, at least he managed to attack the troll, right? You know, it would have been sad if he had been like running up to the troll and then I hit and boom, power goes out.
Yeah.
Hey, I was really as waiting for him to just wade right into the bones and like have the troll break out and be stuck.
That's why I was saying, well, are you moving? Are you not moving? And
Yeah,
so,
I know. Poor guy.
Yeah. Because he would have had to make those saves.
Yeah.
Oh man. Oh, let's give him a few minutes, see if the power comes back. That is so weird though.
FML.
I do love Tromwell though. He's a good character.
Yeah. But this is also what happens to us when we don't play in a while. I was like, you know, I remember the by now we all know the melee missile magic movement, but forgot the
leopard
declarations. Yeah.
Well, now that we have this little bit of time, it's interesting. I'll tell you, it is interesting, the necromancer class, because to me, Kervork is not evil. He's just kind of amoral.
Right.
He's never stops to think whether he should just because he could.
Mm-hmm.
But the spells, this guy's, I mean, like he's got like locate the dead, really important because you need dead people to do what he does.
Right.
Absolutely.
There's a spell called Skeletal Servant. It's like Invisible Servant, except you need a skeleton.
Yeah, an actual skeleton.
You need an actual dead person. And then there's what is it? Dance Macabre is what it is. It's literally you animate a skeleton or a corpse. Like you make a skeleton or zombie, which works as long as you're controlling it.
Nice.
Like you have to focus on it and last for however long it does. So it'll even fight for you. Right. But once again, you need a dead person. Like literally his plan was if one of the dwarves or one of you bites the dust, he'll just animate you and have or the dwarf and have it fight for you. But
nice.
he needs a dead person. Like, and those don't grow on trees.
Hey, I'll be glad to help.
No, but I feel like I feel like they're like a potato kind of thing. They come out of the ground still.
Right. Well, that's why locate the dead is such an important spell. Hey, before we go on, I need a dead guy.
Right.
It's either,
that's
either
nice.
we get either we get Tromwell to kill somebody, or we have to find.
That's part of why I like Talanian's system. What I sort of noticed as I was running the troll, because I haven't done this in a while, in AD&D or BX or something, is the troll has regeneration, but where does it start? Does it start from -10? Does it start from 0? So is the amount of damage that you're pouring on the troll driving it to -24 or whatever it is?
Does it start regenerating 3 rounds after it first takes damage?
Yes. 3 rounds after sustaining damage.
So it keeps 3 points every round.
Yeah.
And once it starts, once you hit the 3rd round, then it's 3 points every round. But where does he start? Like, because he you got him to negative 34.
Oh,
So do I add 3 points to negative 34? Or do I add 3 points to 0? Or do I add 3 points
oh,
to
that's a good
10?
question. When I
To
was
negative
at the
10
M,
because
when
technically
when I was at the M in the old days, I would use whatever negative value it has, but 0 it might be doable too. Why
Right.
not?
because the right remember that this is sort of like a mix between BX and AD&D. So if it's BX, it goes to 0 and then it starts going up. But Talanian added the negative 10.
Oh shit!
So
He's
where
not
does it
getting
go?
power back.
Oh no.
Poor guy.
Oh man, the universe seems to be against us lately, but worse
Next week.
things have happened. Yeah, worse
We
things
killed the
have
troll.
happened. So he did kill the troll. So at least he gets that. But that's an interesting question. Maybe I'll go on Talanian's I don't know, on Facebook or something. Where do you contact
There's
Talanian? Is there a forum? There's got to be a forum for it.
There's a forum. There's a Hyperborea forum.
Yeah, I'm
Okay.
sure.
So
You know.
I'll just ask, see what people do, because it's been a while. In BX, it would go up from 0, so it was worse. So you could pour 72 points of damage per round, and that's nice, boys, but he's still at 0, so it's 3 hit points this round, on top of the negative 72 that you did or whatever. So the troll keeps getting up, right?
Mhm.
But
I still remember tending to rule that, like, maybe if it's that damaged, it's not actually the entire troll, but the arms start attacking you.
Yeah.
right,
It's
right.
it's like the pieces of the troll are going after you.
Which is true.
Right out of from 3 Hearts and 3 Lions.
Right, correct. It's
Right.
true to the source. But the gnome is wrestling with the hand after the paladin cuts off the hand.
Man, I
Right.
read that book when I got it in 1995 or 6. 5, I
Really?
think. Yes. I remember because I know where I was, like on duty at the coronary care unit. No, the intensive care unit.
Okay.
And it was late at night and I had a few minutes. So I grabbed my book and read.
That book was awesome. That book
Yes.
was awesome.
Yeah.
Oh, dear Dane.
Yeah. So that was one of those Appendix N books that I didn't stumble across until like 95, literally. So
Yeah, I haven't read it even later. Although I was a Paul Anderson fan, but I just never read that one.
yeah. And Jim, just in case you're wondering, this the original D&D game had what they call Appendix N, which is an appendix in the book that told you, these are the books that inspired this game, right? And so he gave a list of authors and books, and this is back in 80 or 78 or
78,
something.
79.
78, 79 when the book
Yeah.
is published, right? So
Yeah.
as we got it, in the early 80s, we're like looking, look at all these books that he's read. And so you started looking for those. There was no internet, there was no Amazon. So it's like,
Right.
if they hit your local bookstore, jackpot,
Yeah.
right? Or if I remember going on trips, like on
Yeah.
vacation to the States, and you would scour bookstores
I would imagine, yeah.
D&D books and novels and whatever. And so the version of the troll in the original D&D is not the classic Nordic troll, nor is it like the troll beneath the bridge, right? In the fairy tales.
Right.
He actually took it from this novel called 3 Hearts and 3 Lions by Paul Anderson. And so it's the only place where the troll is described like this, with regeneration and
the green scraggly
and the-
skin and the long nose, the black eyes.
Yeah, the whole thing. Yeah.
Oh,
it's
okay.
verbatim taken from books. So
So
it was like, we got to read the book just to see where the troll comes from, right? But it's a
Yeah.
good book.
yeah, it's very much like Connecticut Yankee and King Arthur's Court, sort of, but different.
Yeah.
It's like that sort of feel to it. But it's pretty cool book. But yeah.
And there's also a science fiction book in that list where apparently the displacer beast comes from.
Okay.
And so it's another verbatim case of the panther with the tentacles on the shoulders. Right? That's apparently taken verbatim from one of those classic science
Sci-fi.
fiction books.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then the other thing is the owl bear and a couple of those monsters, the rust monster, the owl bear. I don't remember what the others are. Was a line of cheap plastic
Japanese. Yeah.
Japanese kaiju monster things.
Oh,
you know,
okay.
little ones that apparently somebody bought way
Uh-huh.
back when, and they had no names, they had no nothing. So they looked at the monster. This looks like an owl bear, and so they
And the
And
Bule
wow.
comes from that as well. Yeah, it's just all from these.
the Bule is the other one. Yeah,
The thing is that for example, you see in Hyperborea, if you looked at the magic items at any time, there's like ray guns or
Mhm.
the art. It's because back then they did a lot of crossover, and that's why Talanian put the sci-fi. The thing is that I asked Ivan not to use
the
it.
yeah, right.
yeah, and I'm not a fan either of the crossover. I
But
like
they did it a lot, including in crossovers. You know, they would cross over with each other's characters, and they mixed a lot. So in Appendix 7, there's quite a bit of, and in the original DMG, there were notes of how to convert back and forth between D&D and Boot Hill, which is for cowboys, the original cowboy game, and Gamma World, which was the post-apocalyptic sci-fi.
with mutants and stuff. So
Oh, fun.
so there were like rules to, you know, bring your Gamma World character into your D&D or vice versa. So
Right.
yeah.
Then you're looking for Gamma World, but like you realize all of a sudden I need a self-addressed stamped envelope to like right into them, and you know.
And there's a classic module called Expedition to the Barrier Peaks,
Yes,
which I actually don't like, but it is a classic. Where
I did run all of it
I have
in
played
high
it.
school.
guys
That's one of the ones
explore
that I
a
ran.
spaceship, and it's a Star Trek-like spaceship, and there's robots, and they find ray guns, and you get out of that module loaded down with tech.
Nice. So yeah, I'm looking at this the owlbear kaiju.
Uh-huh.
That is very different from what is in 5e. That's for sure.
Yeah. It's the drawing. You can only tell because the drawing in the original Monster Manual matches the figure.
Uh-huh.
Right. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And the Rust Monster and the Bule and something else. I don't know. But it's I guess it's, you know, they took their source material for wherever they could find it. So
Oh yeah.
But there's a gelatinous cube which Michael Mornard invented. You know, one of Gary's original players. I'm saying I'm friends with. You know, he's a good dude.
who's this again?
They used to be called Old Geezer on like forums. Michael Mornard. He's like he's one of the names in there. He's like one of the youngest guys who played with him.
Okay.
But
cool.
yeah, he invented the gelatinous cube, which he just said, okay, there should be something that's like 10 foot by 10 foot because that's what all your corridors are.
On your maps.
So
are,
this thing on your maps, so here's this thing that just scours those corridors. And, you know,
that's so cool.
yeah, that's his one claim to fame. You know, it was big claim to fame.
I'd say that's pretty decent claim to fame.
That and being grown in the barbarian and all this other stuff. So, well, I guess unfortunately we're going to end early.
Yeah.
So and the Florida Man has no power. Florida Man loses power. Poor Florida.
That's the headline for tonight.
It was a glorious fight.
Yes, it was.
At least we got a good fight. That's right.
It's very cinematic. You know,
I can't believe Trommel didn't get himself killed though.
Yeah.
There's so much, you know.
And
there's
good
plenty
thing
of opportunity to set himself on fire.
That too. It's a good thing he won initiative with a high dexterity because it was like, well, I think I'm going one claw Trumwell, one claw Kervork, and maybe one bite Trumwell just to see what happens. But
See if he's chewy.
Yeah.
Exactly. All right, fellas, I'm going to stop the stream.